This is a government center where you fetch a trolley, then you go one level down and catch the blue line, which takes you kind of up the coast. There is, of course, the wonderful Dunkin' Donuts here. This trolley will take me to the red line and home. They make a lot of noise. That's the New England Aquarium right there. It's kind of tiny compared to the one that you have in Atlanta. That's the Custom House Tower. And I will continue to walk towards the VA clinic, which is a little bit of a ways. That's Logan Airport over there. That would be the direction. This is the Government Center T station where the trolleys come in. There's a Dunkin' Donuts right behind me. I'll show you. There's the Dunkin' Donuts. There's the escalators going up, and down there is the blue line heading out past. Here's the other direction. These things, if you're not deaf when you get here, you'll be deaf when you leave. Here we go. This is the final resting place, or eternal resting place, of one Paul Revere. Oh no, sorry, it's John Hancock. I will find Paul Revere. He's laying about here someplace. Here's little Bobby. Say hi to James in Atlanta, little Bobby.
James, how's Atlanta? If it's 100
Shut up.
here,
There's a piano.
it's got to be too fucking 100 in Atlanta.
There's piano playing. We're in front of the newly redone fountain. This whole area is really, really nice.
Hey, James, is it Georgia hot? Hot like Georgia asphalt?
They let me take him from the retard house just for a little while, though. I gotta bring.
2 o'clock.
I gotta bring him. I'm up at Revere Beach right now. Went to see the heroin addict Bobby Fell, and now I'm taking photos. But here's the beach. This is a new concept where you rent a bike. It's extortionate. You have to have $100 on your credit card applied. I'm going into the Boston Public Library to have. Okay, we're behind the Kennedy Library. This is where that's his sailboat that he used to go sailing, and that's the Boston skyline there. And this is more of Dorchester Bay. Where that big boat is out there, that's the ocean. It's another island. There's 3 islands out there. Here we find ourselves out at Castle Island, awaiting the arrival of the USS Constitution. It's supposed to go out past here and set out at 4 of its 36 sails. Because it's a Navy-run operation, I'm sure they'll disappoint all concerned. Here's another view. It's right in the flight path of Logan Airport, so a lot of jets fly over. It's a beautiful day. It's kind of humid, though. There's some cool air coming off the water, so it makes it nice. But I don't know if I'm going to make it out to Castle Island. Me feet are tired. This is the Boston Portuguese Festival in front of City Hall. I just happened to come across it. They're always having some country doing its thing out here. Here's a close-up of the boat. They only put it out here in the summer. These are the shuttle. This takes you out to the Boston Harbor Islands, because there's quite a few of them out there, and this is some sort of cruise. This is one of the places you would park your yacht if you came up to. In the back garden is Logan International Airport. We find ourselves here right next to South Station, having had a Dunkin' Donuts breakfast with the Mountain Dew. This was just recently painted, and there's a lot of controversy because people think it's a terrorist. The artiste thinks it's a boy with a pajama bottom wrapped around his head. The artist actually ought to wrap one around his neck. Here we are today. We find ourselves over by the UMass JFK Library. This is like the beginning of the Harbor Walk. And that's UMass. It's new science building under construction. And this is Dorchester Bay, a little part of it. I'll keep you updated. I'm heading to Castle Island to secure a double cheeseburger and onion rings at Sullivan. Hey, this is the beginning of the sand sculpting. There's several piles, maybe 8 piles of sand here. Beautiful sky, beautiful. Too bad the camera's in the shop. But they'll have a contest, see who wins. And then they have a lot of other stuff going on with it. But it is, the clouds are, find ourselves at the sand sculpting, whatever the hell you call it, concert. They have all these floats.
Hey, Diana. How are
little
ya?
Bobby.
Still getting on my teeth.
It's a big, kind of a big to-do. There's people all over the place here. It's kind of muggy out, but it's not too terribly hot. This is a really nice view here. The clouds are beautiful today. I am without camera. This is all part of the Harbor Walk. I still have 3.5 miles to go to Castle Island. This is the back of the library here. It would appear that Emerson University's first week back in school is off to a very bad start. You should see some of these damn homes that line this bay here, which goes out to the ocean. It's unbelievable how much they probably cost. This is Long Wharf. I'm heading to my Crimes Against Nature's group, and I just thought I'd share with you the absolute shit that I have to look at while I drink a refreshing cup of Dunkin' Donuts coffee. Sometimes there's skateboarders here. I call the cops on them because they're not allowed. They disturb my thinking. That's Logan Airport. There's a ship that just went through. I failed to... All right, those are the barricades. This is the new grass, the fountain they refinished, and that's the State House right there. That's where I was sitting right there. That's the Park Street Church, a little bit too conservative for a lot of people in Massachusetts. That direction there is down by there. The Prudential Center is where they start the marathon. Finish it. Here I am down at the Boston Harbor. This is their busy season. A lot of the boats are out. That's a clipper ship. If you want to give them money, they'll take you out and feed you. But I think you pay dearly. This is called Long Wharf. Chart House, old building.
Beautiful.
All right, this is the main thing right here.
100 years.
Oh, little Bobby, give us a story now.
This is 100 years of Fenway Park, 1912 to 2012.
Which no one cares about, except
all
you.
the pictures there, Collier Scrimp, Leakey, Jim Rice, all these people don't look nothing like them, so I don't know what they were thinking. But, you know.
It's fascinating, little Bobby, and you can't even remember your name sometimes.
No, we don't have a casino here yet, but why is Caesars Entertainment being represented over there? Oh.
Cape Cod Canal. This is at South Station. This is a yearly thing that they put up. I guess it's pretty neat. Yo. Sitting up here in my window watching the hurricane coming. It's about 11 and it's supposed to hit at 2. But the trees are really starting to whip around and stuff. Today we find ourselves at Revere Beach, the country's first public beach. From this point where you see the far buildings used to be one huge amusement park. They go through each night and clean the sand with some sort of machine or something like that. It's supposed to get up to 95 today. Fast. It's the morning, and I think it's about 10 o'clock. I'm here having a refreshing beverage and my breakfast. Camera bag sits here. I'm at the site of the Christian Science. That's the mother church right there. And there's a huge reflecting pond. That building over there used to be where they did the Christian Science monitor. Now they only do it online, so that building has been let out. It's actually a very nice place to come to, though. These are seagulls. They're fighting over something, but I don't know what. I will...
A crusticle.
Little Bobby's going to give us a seminar on something, but I don't know yet.
Me and Bill were seagull experts the other day when 2 years ago, we found blue tagged winged ones.
That's right.
That
yeah.
came down from Chi-Town. They were Oprah birds, Oprah seagulls. They escaped their kitchen.
Did you find your partial?
No, it stuck up this VA guy's ass in Revere.
Hey, this is where I'm at now. I finally decided to get off my ass and go walking. I'm down by, across the bay over there will be UMass and then JFK Library. So that's where I'm heading. It's obviously low tide, and that's liquid natural. More urban noise. There's apparently a house fire down there someplace. I don't see any smoke. Wish I had my camera. Here we find ourselves out at Castle Island, awaiting the arrival of the USS Constitution. It's supposed to go out past here and set out at 4 of its 36 sails. Because it's a Navy-run operation, I'm sure they'll disappoint all concerned. There it is. It's going out into the harbor to set sail for 10 minutes. That's actually an Army song that's going on right now. Out on the grass here. The clouds are really nice. We're supposed to get thunderstorms, so I'm going to see what I can get here. Well, this is the newest tourist trap, the Boston Tea Party and Ships and Museum. The other one burnt down. Got hit by Jewish lightning, I guess. I guess this is a pretty good place if you're like the Griswolds and pretty shit all stupid and want to pay them an exorbitant amount of money just to go on their little crappy, shitty ships. But I'm not bitter. I'm sitting in a part that used to be, above it used to be the elevated highway, 4 lanes, massive noise and stuff. This is the Big Dig is directly underneath us. And I guess it's a rather large fire. That's the Constitution over there. That's the Zakin Bridge. That's the Coast Guard station. There was some alarm going off over there. I don't know what that means. I haven't seen any movement. And there's the Old North Church steeple. And there's Boston. This is the final resting place of one Mother Goose. She had apparently died in 1690. We find ourselves back at Revere Beach, mainly because little Bobby lost his upper partial. So we're going to look for it. I don't think it's going to be too hard. Not that much beach here.
What are you looking for?
Your upper partial that you lost last week.
I didn't lose it. The veterans have finished. Here's
where people like the Griswolds come to get fleeced. This is the New England Aquarium. These are the boats that do various things. This I forget how much it is. I'll find out and let you know. This is called Long Wharf. It has a long history of going back to 1600. These are boats that you can take, you know, like the Griswolds. You give them all your damn money. I think you can see it. There's light snow falling 20 degrees out. This is London LaRoche's group. This is the Boston Common right here. Waiting for my friend Dan. All right, today we find ourselves at the Prudential Center. That's the Prudential Tower right there. It was built when I was in high school. That used to be the Christian Science newspaper, whatever the hell they call it. Now it's part of Northeastern University. As you can see, it's kind of fallen down. That's the mother church of the Christian Science people. Beautiful inside. And they got this big, long reflection pond. Guess who that is playing? There's my feet up on the desk. There's my voting place tomorrow. And the non-functioning satellite dish. Cup of Joe. surveillance equipment. This marks the grave of John Hancock. I'm in the Granary Cemetery grounds. It's a pretty nice place. They just redid the whole thing. Got everyone up and redid it. That's Franklin's, but he's not buried there. His kinfolk are. Tonight finds us at the Bunker Hill Monument, aka Benny Hill Monument. It's a big area. This is another part of Long Wharf. These are where people park their boat cribs. Kind of expensive. This right here is the Salem Ferry. It takes you from here to Salem. I had an verbal altercation with them when they told me that they would take my cuckoo card and give me half price on the phone. Then when I arrived, they didn't. So there was a bit of a flare there. Okay, there's a boat in the foreground. That's a small boat. The big black and white boat, that's going to Nantucket. They have a bunch of those that go in and out. Our kayakers are still over there. May God be with them. I'm sitting here. There's the state capitol. There's a elevator they're building for the T, which will take 10,000 years. This is the Boston Common fountain here, and it's pretty nice. I think it's about 70 degrees. I don't know if these carts make any money at all. That's the country's first subway entrances. These two buildings right there that you can see. All right, now this is Paul Revere's grave. I don't know what this is about other than more urban noise pollution. All right, we're at Revere Beach right now. Let's go to Atlanta. Here's little Bobby. Say hi, little Bobby.
At this point.
Little Bobby's giving us a seminar on.
Okay, it's low tide at this point. And what this is, it's basically a big clam flat that runs straight out. There's no rocks or anything going out here. So at low tide...
This is Hyannis Harbor. It's a kind of a fetching little place. Lots of boat tours. The Ma and the Pa standing on the pier. And Spanky's Clam Shack. Skin flute. What is it? Skin flute. No, what is it? I don't know. Little Bobby. Couldn't find a razor this morning. Boston Common. Becomes a boat coming in with passengers, probably from the Vineyard on Nantucket. These are active, either crab or fishing boats here. I don't know if I've given you a picture of the crib from this angle. You can see on the pole, that's the police camera. Right there is the shot spotter, a lovely fountain that was made in the 1800s. My room is on the second floor to the right, those two windows by the TV, the antenna. And that's the meeting house that was there since God knows when, 1700. Very nice, very nice. Cop cars all over the place parked. I wonder why. Who could they be looking for? All right, these are the kayakers. I'm going to make inquiries as to whether or not I can rent one. They're not that expensive to buy either, and it's a lot of fun. I wonder if it matters that I'm not that strong a swimmer. But this is really nice here. This is his memorial in Hyannis. Now, their Kennedy compound was in Hyannis Port, which isn't really all that far from here. Seeing how I don't have a car and I ain't driving, we can't get over there, sorry.
Different kinds of seagulls right here. It's like 29 different varieties.
Little Bobby just stopped talking a few minutes ago. One more view. The clouds are really beautiful. I wish I had my camera, but I do not. It's okay. Okay, this is City Hall Plaza. This is the Harbor Fest celebrations and stuff like that. There's some free drinks and foods and samples to eat. And there's a Navy presence because this is Navy Week. This is the Chowder Fest, where you pay an arm and a leg to get a thimble sampling of someone's chowder.
Look at the duck over there. When we flooded out of Port Riley that time, that's what we went around in. It was a duck.
Oh, I thought you meant a real duck.
No, one of those.
Oh.
I went help Latham, the mail clerk.
We find ourselves at some sort of Chinese festival here in Chinatown. I don't think there's anything free, so I'll probably jet out of here. This is a Korean War memorial for Hyannis. There's my dad walking along. There's names implanted there. People barbecuing. And the beach is over there. These are the restroom facilities, which I just utilized. It's really nice. This is my morning on the Boston Common. They got these trucks around now that sell various shit. This is all completely refurbished. Very nice, very nice. Does Atlanta have this? It's blowing pretty good right now. That house over there is the first this whole house project at St. Peter's Church. Now they're committed to burying the gang youth that get shot. It's blowing pretty good, but I mean nothing major so far, but the worst is supposed to be still getting here. The tea service shuts down at 2. 10 years ago, I used to sit on these benches here, the vet shelter's behind me, and sit here and watch the traffic go by, not knowing where things were going, and just sit here and massively chill. The parking lot is reserved strictly for the JFK Memorial. Beachgoers will be towed at their... This is in the textile area, old textile area. The building had a name on it called Dainty Dot. They put in a 24 floor, and there's little Bobby giving us a lecture. Hi.
Before they had cinder blocks,
Yeah.
they'd fill the middle of that with cinder blocks, but that's 1, 2, 3, 5 courses of
What
bricks
did you
going
fill your
across.
pants with?
Packages for you, Billy.
Train ride to my parents' house down to Plymouth, Massachusetts, but we won't go near the Plymouth Rock. There's a lot of woods. I'll try and get a cranberry bog. I think it's high tide. Okay, we find ourselves at Mount Auburn Cemetery. There's the Boston skyline there. This is the first planted cemetery in the country. There's the tower. I'm going to go climb up it, and then I'll give you further viewings. Okay, this is more of the shit that I have to look at. That's the Constitution right there, and that's Bunker Hill Monument. I just sent a letter to Senator Kerry's office because they blocked the front of the Constitution with a crane. Sons of bitches. This is the Boston Harbor, the inner Boston Harbor, I should say. There's the Old North Church Custom House Tower, and down the end there is the Zakim Bridge. Okay, today we find ourselves at the Kennedy family plot in Holy Hood Cemetery. There's Rosemary, Rose Kennedy, Joseph Kennedy, patriarch, Michael Kennedy, his brother David right here. And then over here is Cara Kennedy, who just died in 2011. And apparently this is the unborn son or premature son of Ted Kennedy. Okay, now we're a little closer. It's the Boston Tea Party Museum, and they also have conferences and stuff. There's two requirements to visit the boat. One is that you have the money, and number two is that you are an all-day sucker to give it to them. It's not that I'm bitter. These you can go around the harbor if you got. Okay, I forgot to take it at the very top, but I'm halfway down. This is the shitty view that I have to look at. Here's the marble. Beautiful clouds are going to come out beautiful with my circular polarizing filter. So beautiful here at Mount Auburn Cemetery. It's a beautiful day. I'm having speaks with the dead and getting some very nice photos also. This is a very lovely pond. There's a bridge at the other end. Here we are waiting for transport back to Boston. This is Chestnut Hill. It's a village of Newton, Massachusetts. I'm sitting here waiting on group. It's 2:30. This is Boston Common. This is a small corner of the Boston Common. And this Clover truck gives out, I don't know, yuppie shit or something. Say hello to everyone. It's Saturday morning. I'm just sitting here having a Gatorade. It is quite hot and sultry out. So I'm going to be going home pretty soon. This is the site of Occupy Boston right here. Then they kicked him out. And it's a nice little park, part of the Rose Kennedy Parkway. Then this is all a bunch of stands and stuff like that in this ghetto of a city. Very nice. I have my coffee on the table. This is my temporary camp. One of the wharfs here. And I've begged the city, the mayor, not to let these people park these pieces of shit. They really detract from the beautiful harbor. I'm going to walk all the way down to the VA clinic where I have my group, aforementioned. Okay, here's where I'm sitting. That's the building. Boston Garden, Zakim Bridge. Old patched concrete. This is new. They just have these food trucks all over the place. They're real nice if you have money. But they just redid this whole area. Looks nice. There's a state capitol up there. A fountain completely renovated. This is actually the Boston Common. I'm heading to the visitor center to evacuate my bladder.
Just going Georgia?
Here's little Bobby.
Atlanta. How's Atlanta today? How's Atlanta? Again.
That's the Graves Lighthouse and the Boston Lighthouse behind it.
That's a boat.
It is very, very fallish out here. It's beautiful, but you see there's almost no people. Little Bobby pretty soon is going to strip down naked and run into the nice ass. Okay, we find ourselves outside of my post office. This is the main post office facility where I have my post office box. And here's some of the shit I have to look at when I walk out. This is the Fort Point Channel. You can Google it. It'll explain the whole history behind it. That's the new Boston Tea Party Museum, and that's a ship, a replica, or something like that. They want money. Here we are at the Boston Common to enjoy a late breakfast. There's a truck over. They sell shit like yogurt, oatmeal, and some crap they put in it. I wouldn't buy it for nothing. This is the fountain. There's some of Boston's most highly esteemed people are sitting here with me.